I sat there crying. I go to the gym and I lift the dumbbells and my heart was heavier than all the equipment in the gym combined. I learned a lot of things about money and the nature of money because I was a millionaire multiple times in my life. I was homeless once. God will never allow you to be broke with your discipline. I would say, don't do as I say, do as I do. You will not be pleasing everybody. You need to please one, and it's above.
How do you stay consistent with all of that?
That's not a business, it's a mission. I got heartbroken, that's my story. I was broken, that's my story. The bottom is the best place to start.
Is there like a specific process that you guide your clients through? I mean, you've already shared one. Is there something right now that you want to share with me that helps your clients to be seen, help your people to be seen again and to feel love within themselves?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, welcome everyone. So this is the Conscious Creators podcast. I'm here with Goldman.
Hey, brother.
He's a bit of an expert in men's transformation, helping people get through relationship breakups. And he's just incredible at showing up online for himself, for his clients. And yeah, just, do you want to tell us a little bit about what you're up to?
For my people. I show up for my people.
Yeah.
A little bit about what I do. I am a relationship breakup coach, masculine coach for men. I just dedicated my life and myself to help men become, it sounds very corny, to become great again, but I want to revitalize masculinity because I see a lot of broken men and it pains me so much to see that because I was that. And in dysfunctional relationships or just lack purpose and vision of their life. And my mission is to show men how to become strong, masculine, grounded, and also in their relationships. Because I see a lot of men, strong, masculine men in one area, but in all other areas of their life, they are very weak. And relationally, relational masculinity is a whole other division for a man. And I see a lot of men lacking in this division, and my purpose is to help men just build a healthy relationship that, for me, my mission today is that their relationship is glorify God and just brings unity and a lot of peace. That's the most important thing. Yeah.
Beautiful. And you've had quite a journey, right? You've been through a few different businesses. I understand that some work, some
most didn't work.
Didn't work.
Yeah.
And what do you feel like was the key, the secret throughout to making it work this time?
It's still in the works. Everything that I do, like it's working, but it's still in the works. I think my state of mind is that I'm always keep on going. I never think that I arrived, and even with the businesses that didn't work, I don't see them as they didn't work. For me, it's just I tried, I did my best, I learned, and I move on. I don't see it as work or not work. Back then I did, but now my state of mind changed. And I remember one day, even my brother told me after my 6th business just crashed, I opened up another one. And he said, "What are you doing? Why are you starting another business?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "But you failed so many times." I was like, I guess I just don't have an off button. I said, I didn't thought much of it. I said, you just keep on going. I mean, what do you mean? I didn't want to go back to be a bartender. I didn't want to go back to be anything. I don't want to work for people. It's not out of ego or pride, but I've done so much of it in my life that I decided that I want to work for myself. And now when I give my life to Christ, I want to work to just glorify the Lord. For me, this is my mission in life, and that will be the mission till the day I die, definitely.
It's beautiful, yeah, and I see that it's like you're adding a different layer to the onion. You're improving and growing each time you're failing one business to another. And you've mentioned something really poignant to me off camera before, and that was about authenticity, right? When you show up with, I don't know if you want to put it in your words, but when you show up in business with authenticity, when you show up online with authenticity, that's when things start to click.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that ethos for you?
Yeah, for sure. So I see a lot of people, they are showing up online. They speak about a lot of stuff. And it might be correct theoretically what they're talking about, but practically they didn't walk the walk, they just talk the talk.
Right.
And I always say, if I see a person that is unsuccessful talking about something, I immediately know this person doesn't walk the walk, he just talk the talk. That is it. And when you are the product, this is where everything changed. And in order for you to become the product, there's a lot of work involved in becoming the product. When I teach men how to be a masculine man, I went through so much to reach the point that I'm in today. Even in my spirituality, in my physique, in everything. I was overweight, I used to drink, I used to smoke, I used to do a lot of stuff that today I'm looking back and I said, whoa, first of all, I will never do it again. Second, I see a lot of men still engaging in this kind of sinful activities, expecting to be rewarded. And I say to myself, it's just impossible. You talk about, and I see the fat motivational speaker,
Right.
right? Not naming any names, but there's a lot of motivational speakers that they're overweight.
Right.
And I was like, you're talking about motivation and discipline. You can even discipline yourself not eating the donut and hit the gym. For me, this is the bare minimum. So I am working on myself to become the example that I want to see in the world. I just discovered this thing about it was a little bit over a year ago when I really started to hone in on my discipline with the gym and everything, because I said,
saw that.
I want to, thank you so much. Yeah, and I said, I want to show men how to become masculine, and I talk about discipline. So I better be disciplined. So I show up every day, I post every day, I work out every day. I now, adding to my spiritual connection with the Lord, I pray every day. I do these things.
And do 100 burpees every day for 100 days.
I did 100 burpees for 100. Oh yeah, I remember you've
pretty
been in one of my videos. I think you and
No,
Nathan.
Nate was. Oh yeah, yes I was.
At the gym. Yeah. And I take on challenges for myself. I want to strengthen myself. I want to break myself. I want to crucify my flesh because I don't want this flesh to control me at all. My flesh is nothing to me. This is nothing. I don't need anything. I just need my connection, and that's it.
Right. And how did you get into developing that connection? Coming back to authenticity, like the transformation, that's really where I'm getting at. Like, how did you transform it all to having something that you feel like is real to you and authentic to you, a business that's out of all of this transformation, out of this story, and the failed businesses, everything that's happened up to this point, what was the key like transformation that helped to alchemize a business that really supports people and supports yourself?
Yeah, the key was just always keep on going. And every time I looked back, it was only to draw conclusions from what I've done wrong and what I could have done better. I never judged myself. I was never hard on myself in a way that, look at you, what you've done, you're no good or nothing like that. My self-talk was always savage and affirming for myself. I was never talking badly about myself. I was my best friend till this day. Whatever happened, I was always on my side. I didn't betray myself. Even when business partners betrayed me or whatever, even in a romantic relationship, I was always saying to myself, okay, it's all right, good stuff. Like you can do this, you can overcome that. And I made a documentary.
Right.
After my ex cheated, and I documented it because it was a pivotal moment and I knew I'm going to get out of it. I just didn't know how. And I said, wouldn't it be interesting to see like you said, talk about transformation. I said, let's see the transformation. And that transformed me completely. Even now when I watch the documentary, I look at myself and I said, wow. And I say, I love this guy. I love this guy. I sat there crying. Wow. I sat there like, I go to the gym and I lift the dumbbells and my heart was heavier than all the equipment in the gym combined. I remember I'm pushing through so much pain. Sleepless nights when I just hugged myself and I said, God, like, take this away. You know, it was insane. Back then, I also had some suicidal thoughts. I thought, there is no way I can get over it. I mean, the pain is too much. She actually, monkey brain, she's like, cheat on me with another man and move on with him.
Right.
And just the thought, I said, last week, like, she was here. Now she's there with him. They flew to somewhere. It's like, what? It happened so fast. And
Crazy.
I had a lot of, I didn't know. I didn't understand what was going on. But even then, I took my camera crying and I said, I don't know how I'm going to get out of it, but I will. And that was day one, sobbing.
Wow.
I was still in our apartment. It was everything was so painful.
Right.
Leaving was just, I didn't want to exist. But then I said, if I can transform it, like everything in my life. Yeah, it's heavy. I know it's heavy. And I said, if I can transform it, alchemize this pain into power, I'm invincible. And day 16 of my documentary, I say, I have no idea how I'm going to get out of it. But if I do, when I do, I know that I endured the most amount of pain that a man can ever endure. And from this moment on, I will not be the same person again. I will never be the same person again. And it changed me completely.
So you transformed a huge turning point in your life into something that became, was that the start of this coaching business? That kind of relationship? Or?
Yeah, I just posted, back then I used to post all the time. I did 2,000 days of Facebook Live every day. Wow. So I was used to just record.
Okay.
This is why it prepped me to record this documentary.
Nice. I honor that. 2,000 days is...
Yeah, because people say...
Years, 10 years?
It's almost... Yeah, I will do 300... At the beginning, they said 30 days of Facebook Live. And then they go 365 days of Facebook Live. Or then they say 700. And I said... And then I remember I said, I'm going to be different. 1,000. And then when I reached around 1,000, I said 2,000. People were like, you're crazy. I said, I'm not like you. Like, I'm not like you. I take a lot of pride of not being like everybody else. If it's hard, I will lean into it even more.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And this is how it started. I posted the documentary and then I started posting breakup videos, breakup advice on how I overcame my breakup.
There you go.
And people start seeing, they're like, oh, he knows a thing or two. But this is what I'm talking about. I became the solution. So I owned the solution. Now, when people wanted my solution, I was able to actually give it because I went through it. So when I say to people, you're going through a rough breakup, good. Lay down on your bed at night, no music, nothing. Let it hit you. Take a night of a knife in the heart. It's a knife in the heart night where it's the most horrible night. But it's one night when you are just everything hit you. No distractions, pure pain. But this is a night that sets you free, and it's a torment night. You go and probably when you go to a breakup, you go to your bed and you lie down and you say to yourself, it's going to be a long night. I'm not even tired, but I can't sleep.
Yeah, I mean, I told you about a breakup recently, and actually I had something similar where I sat a few mornings just in meditation, just sat on my own and really felt all that anxiety, all that pain that came up. And there was tears, there was like tightness in the chest. And yeah, sometimes it was so uncomfortable that I didn't know what to do with myself, but breathe through it and just accept that discomfort and know that it's going to pass. That's the beautiful thing.
Yeah. You gotta love, as men, we gotta love the pain.
Yeah.
And I say to my clients and my people all the time, I don't even call them my clients, I call them my people.
That's a beautiful correction. Thank you.
Yeah, because it's my people, Community. My brothers, I love them so much. Each and every one of them, they're just I love them so much. I always tell them, I can't teach you like too many things. What I can teach you is how to suffer. I am really good at suffering. Like I want to teach you how to suffer. I was homeless. I went through a lot that I was suffering. I can teach you how to suffer. I was in captivity for about a week.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, I know how to suffer.
And you still filmed it all in captivity?
They took away everything. But deep inside I have it all recorded.
Right.
Yeah. I had severe PTSD for years.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
So you've turned this suffering into something that is a pleasure and almost is.
I love it.
Right.
I love it.
That's as a man, I think that's one of the most important things you can do is to turn discomfort into something that is comfortable, something that is positive and can help us to get through to something else, to the other side. Is there like a specific process that you guide your clients through? I mean, you've already shared one. Mm-hmm. Is there something right now that you want to share with me that helps your clients to be seen, help your people to be seen again and to feel love within themselves?
Yeah, definitely. Something that I do, I'm actually starting it in my community. We do 30 days. It's intentional prayer and fasting, but it's different because I took it. In the Christian community, it's something that's very well known, prayer and fasting. Doing it for like 21 days or 30 days. It's very well known for cleansing and getting spiritually connected with the Lord again. Also, I know here in Tulum, people do fasting to get closer to their whatever God. But anyways, it's very, very powerful. So the process that I take men, this is the initial process that it's a reset. It's a reset. So because there's a lot of things happening around us, we need a reset.
Right.
The reset goes like this: 30 days. Okay, just follow everybody. It goes like this. It's 30 days where you fast between 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can drink, but no food. Okay? You start your morning with intentional prayer and scripture, something that is nourishing soul. For the people that are not religious, they usually have a motivational quote. I'm saying it because some people will relate maybe to a different version of it, but the original version, like I'm saying it, it's the perfect one. So you take scripture or a Bible verse and you just chew on it, something that you feel deep in your soul. If it's hard for you guys, you can just go on ChatGPT and write down, let's say, scripture for if you feel lonely, scripture for courage, scripture for whatever. And then you see the scripture and you just chew on it, you read it, and you read you can read the entire chapter, the entire verse, and just really get deep with the word. It grounds you. And you do it first thing, you go pee and you go to your Bible immediately. It's immediately, you need to sit in the word. You decide that you give your life to something that is beyond you. When I said I give my life to Christ, it's giving my life to something that is beyond me. To people who are watching and are not religious, they will just understand you give your life to something that is way beyond you because we are nothing. I wake up in the morning and I was like, I am nothing. Like, thank you, Lord, for waking me up. You could have just like that and I'm not here, right? So you start
everything
your day,
and nothing at once.
Exactly. So you start your day with intentional prayer and fasting. If you wake up before, you can eat or drink, but 6 a.m. it's when you need to stop.
Yeah.
So usually I will wake up around 4. I will drink, I will eat, I will have my time, and I can even start my routine prayer starting there. And when 6 hits, it just hits. It just doesn't matter. And 3 p.m. You stop. You can eat again, and you have the window of eating again. It's the window goes like this: 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. fasting, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. eating, 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. fasting, 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. eating. Okay? It forces you to go to bed early.
Right.
It forces you to wake up early because you're going to be hungry. You start a new discipline, a new routine. And in the day, during the day, this is not just it. There is more. This is just the base, the additional things that you must do. No cold, no hot shower, just cold showers, 100%, and one ice bath a week.
Nice. I've been doing the cold showers for like
Good.
5 years, and that's
It's grounding, and
good.
you need to have, the thing is that when you take a cold shower, you need to have a very positive and affirming self-talk.
Right.
You cannot take a cold shower and say, this sucks, I hate it. You can't, you will not stay.
And then tense up as well, because that's when the body releases cortisol, right? If we can relax into it, then that's the secret.
Exactly. So you need a cold shower at least 3 minutes. Ice bath at least 3 minutes as well, once a week. Plus, during that fast, 3 days you eat, it's like 3 days you eat bland food, no seasoning, nothing, you don't enjoy the food at all. The rest of the days, 4 days, you can put some seasoning in the food. But the intention is to crucify the flesh. You are giving your flesh as a living sacrifice. So you're torturing yourself completely. It's complete torture. And it's going to the gym every day, 100%. Plus, it's doing 10,000 steps every day. It's a must. It's a must, absolute must, because it forces you, all the things forces you to reflect. When you do 10,000 steps, it's almost 2 hours walking. It forces you to reflect. And when you walk, no phone, you walk.
Right, one
The
thing.
people, the Israelites, wandered through the desert for 40 years. The walking, this is how we gain more wisdom. You walk, you think, you reflect, you move. It's not, you don't think in passivity. This is why I say walk and think, don't sit and think. Because when you think in passivity, your state, your physical state, when you just sit, it's very weak and it forces you to think differently.
Yeah.
So you gotta walk.
Keep the energy moving.
You have to, 100%. And what else? No pornography. That's never.
Yeah.
I actually have a program about this.
Okay, cool.
It's a whole program teaching men how to stop with this nasty sin. I had this problem years ago, but I realized this is debilitating men today. It makes them weak, and I see their look when they look at a woman at the gym, and I was like, oh my, just God damn, like no. I can't see that. Like I feel calling to correct that.
Yeah.
Also, it's ruining marriages. So no pornography, cleaning your phone from any kind of thing that can tempt you, clean up your feed online, unfollow all the women.
Right.
The woman who follows you, maybe they are your friends, fine, but you're not have a physical attraction to them. Clean up everything. Like clean up everything that goes in your eyes, because the eyes are the mirror for the soul. So make sure that you're not, even when you look at a woman at the gym, 1 second, look away. You can look because you acknowledge her existence, but you look and you look away. When you stare more than 2 seconds, you become lustful and you start analyzing her body or whatever. So you don't. You start being in control. It's like 100% control. 30 days. And this is not an easy thing to do. Everything that you will try to do for 30 days, you will hit a point that you will want to stop doing it. You want to stop and do it. You start your voice inside your mind says, you don't have to, everything. You will want to quit what I just said. Most people can't even finish it. But when they're coming to my community, I hold them by the throat. I hold them by the throat. And this changes them. It changes them fundamentally. So after that, they become very disciplined, extremely disciplined, and they start seeing the fruits of the spirit. They're joyful, they're disciplined, they're not lustful, they are loyal, they're more loyal to themselves than to their partner. As a result of that, they become such a good example of a man. And this is what we talked about at the beginning, the authenticity. You become something different. And how many men do you know that no jerking off, no drinking, no smoking, not lusting over women, eating right, working out, discipline, praying, fasting, crucifying their flesh. They're not letting the flesh dictate what they're going to do. Food, no, I'm going to tell you when to eat. Jerk off, no, I'm not doing it. It's disrespectful for the Lord and for myself. It's everything that weakens a man and breaks him. And females know when you're a female, when a man is with a woman and he's doing this nasty habit, guys, she knows. And
Yeah,
I
it's
believe,
trusting. It's
yeah, she knows. She feel, and I see
can't
it.
trust
It's so
you.
easy to see. I can spot it very quickly because when your energy is pure, you can sense contaminations. So more than that, as a man, if you want to marry, you wait until marriage. How can you even wait until marriage if you don't hold yourself to a higher level of discipline? Every man wants a good girl. Be a good man. And in the Bible, we say a man needs to be Ephesians 5 man, which is disciplined, strong, very masculine, very loyal to the core. And the woman needs to be a Proverbs 31 woman, which is submissive and loving and kind. And in order for us
Feminine.
feminine, yeah, in order for you to attract it, you got to be the polar opposite.
Right.
And that's the work.
So I'm seeing that it's a mastering of like two of the biggest things for men, like food or what goes into the mouth and what goes into the eyes or
Yeah.
the dick, right?
Yeah.
Um, to control those things, to have that discipline, it shows up in every area of your life, just like your own story of showing up every day online with your social media and now with your content, like posting once, twice a day. That's a ridiculous amount of content for a lot of people. Is it these habits, this discipline that's helped you stay consistent and show up for your people, or is it something else?
Yeah, it's this because I am very stern with myself. I will be kind to others, but I will be very stern with myself. I say, I need to do this, this, and this. And I say to myself, this video, because I remember when I was going through even my breakup, YouTube saved me.
Wow.
And I said, this video can save a soul. And you need to be so selfish not to do that. And this is the thing, when you give your life to Christ or when you give your life to something that is higher than you become different and you say, it's not about me. My life is not about me. And I'm just being rewarded because I truly believe that when you're doing the right thing, when you are being the right man, honest, loyal, and the example of a masculine man, God will reward you. And even if it's not directly, it's indirectly. It's with a good woman. It's with good friends. It's with good people around you. And when I hear people say, I got a bad environment, you are the bad environment. For me, when I say, you know, this quote that people say, you're the average of the 5 people you spend most time with.
Yeah.
You know what I say? The 5 people that are around me are the average of who I am. This is a masculine man take extreme accountability.
Yeah.
So the people around me are an example of me. I'm not an example of them. I'm not the byproduct of them. I will not be affected. I'm the effect. So I say, okay, 5 people around me, smoking, drinking, and porn addict. All 3 of you come here. Let me show you what it is. Let me show you how life looks without drinking, smoking, and pornography. If you know pornography, see how strong you are. No drinking, sober, you got it right. No smoking, clean breath, and the house smells clean. You smell clean. Like people are actually envious of you that you don't smoke. People who smoke wish they didn't. It's like I will tell you, I will give you because I can give it to you because I have it, because I worked on myself to have it. So I will take extreme accountability, even in my personal relationships. If something goes wrong in my relationship, I will say, babe, give me a moment. Let me see where I was wrong. 30 pages I can write of where I was wrong. I had like one massive, realization of one of misunderstandings with a partner. And I just decided I wrote everything and I said, oh my God, this is who I am. And then I said, fix it. Just fix it. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't even think this, you can't even think that. It's not just, for the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. What's inside is what's important. It's not just what people see outside. So it's the inside of the core of who you are that makes everything else matters.
Yeah, and that's an important point. I feel like a lot of people are so lost in where they want to go. And it seems like you've you found the direction, and at least like it's a journey, right? We're always adding layers to it, as you've said, and you seem like you found where you want to be right now in terms of business and the sort of people that you're helping. What would you say to someone who's still trying to, a man maybe, who's still trying to look for that, look for the thing that lights him up and is bigger than him?
Easy. It's an easy question, easy answer. I truly believe that God put us here to be the shepherds, to help people on this journey of life. Life is suffering. We can teach other people how to suffer well. That's it. When people say life is beautiful, it's not that beautiful. Let's just be honest. 85 to 95% of life, it's a constant. It's constant, like struggle. It's to understand this, that. This is constant. This is what it is. Lessons, trial and tribulations.
Yeah.
So you better be good at that. You better be like accept it for what it is. So I think that all of us needs to be the men that we admire as men and gift that person to the world. Who do you need it to be? Who do you need it to have in your lowest moments? You know? And you're in your low moment, you raise yourself and you need to teach people how you raised yourself.
That's it.
That's it.
And how do you do that?
Now, if you're in a, let's say, after a breakup,
Yeah.
you learn how to rise.
Yeah.
Now, maybe this will be your calling. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a part of your calling. You know, I used to have a bartending school. I used to be a teacher. I used to teach people about, like, I owned the bartending school. And I didn't know that I will become a teacher of life. But this is where I gained this knowledge. So I didn't know it's going to serve me. So you start picking yourself up from wherever you are. And on your journey as a man, when you work on your body, on your mind, on your soul, and you elevate, you have something to give. You have something to sell. Like right now, I cannot sell fitness programs. I don't look like a fitness guy. I'm relatively fine, but I am far from selling fitness programs. Far from it. So if I'm trying to sell a fitness program, maybe I will get a couple of suckers. But that will be wrong for me to do. I'm not there yet. I didn't walk the walk long enough. And people try to sell something, but they didn't walk the walk long enough. That's the thing. You need to walk the walk long enough to show that you know what you're talking about. So if a person doesn't know where he wants to be, just look at the person that you want to become and teach people how to do that. This is as simple as that. It's not just buying, it's not just having a business or you know, selling a product. If this is what your heart calls you to do, fine. But I believe that people are here to teach other people what they know. And men in the caveman era, what they've done, just think about it. Let's think about it for a second. They went outside the cave to hunt, right? They went to hunt to feed their family. When they go outside to hunt, they gathered stories and they knew what dangers are around and everything. And if they made it back home, they told their family about the stories that they gathered, things to look out for, and they provided because they brought food. This is what men need to do today.
Right.
So we go outside into the wilderness of life, we gather wisdom, and we bring it back to our families, to our people.
Right. And one way, like, and it's a funny representation, but it's like they come back to the fire, they gather around the fire, often with other men as well. Then they would share their traumas, they would share their pains, and how that would help them purge and release things that maybe they didn't want to take to their families. And then they'd share the transformations with their families, right? The stories.
True.
And so the fire it could be social media, it could be YouTube, it could be showing up online and taking people through the journey like you have done, telling the story authentically, vulnerably in some cases.
Yeah,
and
very vulnerably.
Yeah.
I cried a lot.
Exactly what I'm saying.
It's all good.
And that's okay, right? And what an awesome thing, what an awesome, like, thing that we have access to show up online and share that message with people. And it's all about story, really. That's kind of where I'm going with it.
Yeah, it's all about like, that's my story. I got heartbroken, that's my story. I was broke, that's my story.
Mm-hmm.
I was broken, that's my story.
And that's what's helped people.
I was overweight, that's my story.
Right.
You know, it's always a story that starts very low.
Right.
The bottom, it's the best place to start.
Yeah. And it's that story of alchemation and transformation that helps support people.
They need, because they need to see, you know, they need to see that it's possible.
Right.
Like when people get my program, the reason that I'm such a successful relationship and breakup coach is because people saw my documentary, saw how broken I was.
There you go.
And they see me now and they say, I want this. And I can say, okay, I got it. And I proved it. And it's as simple as that. You need to show up every day. People will do business with you when they know you, like you, and trust you.
Yeah.
They need to know you by the content that you put out.
Mm-hmm.
Trust you, put up daily. See me every day. I'm a business. The day that I'm not putting out content, business closed. Business should never be closed. Mm-hmm. That's not a business, it's a mission. I think the difference is to see it as a mission, not as a business.
I like that.
It's a mission.
Yeah.
For a man, a mission, I can see it hits you inside really deep. I can feel it. Yeah, because it is a mission.
Yeah.
And they know you, like you, and trust you. They like you by what you're saying. And not everybody will like you. I got a lot of people that don't like me.
That's okay.
It's okay. I mean, maybe they don't like bald, handsome guy. That's fine. Yeah.
Well, they got their own triggers.
Yeah, they got maybe somebody if they see the cross. Like I got a lot of mess for the cross. They're like, you're Jewish and now you wear a cross. I'm like, okay, your opinion, fine. Like,
thank you.
You will not be pleasing everybody.
Yeah.
You need to please one, and it's above. It's got nothing to do with what's going on down below. And I know that when I'm taking care of the things below, when I take care of the things above, my connection with above, he takes care of everything down below. And when I help people, I feel, let me tell you this, Matt, when I help people, even at the beginning when I started my YouTube channel for 3 months, no clients, nothing. And then they start pouring in, but 3 months, nothing. Nobody booked a call with me, nobody bought my program, nothing. And when you help people, what my belief is that they are praying and they're saying, God, thank you for Matt. Thank you for Paz. Thank you for this help. When they see the video, it's like a fresh hair. Yeah, they're like, oh, it's helped me so much. They send this message above, and then God sees this message and he said, this person helps. Let's give him more. I got goosebumps. Let's give him more.
Cool. I like that.
And when you tithe, when you give 10% of your income, also God says, He's not just receiving, He's giving. He's so generous because when you tithe, when you give 10% of what you're making, it shows that you trust the Lord. And actually, the way that I see it, when I give 10% to a spiritual connection that I have, it can be with a person or even with the church for that matter, I don't think that I'm giving. I'm giving back. That's not even mine.
Right.
So this is the state of mind. Everything that I receive is a gift.
It's like a channel. You're channeling it through to give it to.
Yeah. And I think you was a part of my money mindset program for a while.
Yes, I was. Before we get onto that, like I grew up in a family where my parents gave 10 to 20% of what they earned as well, and so that's imbued in me to give. And I see that even in the past when I didn't have money to give, it was like I would give in other ways. I would give my services or I'd give my skills. And through doing so, that built trust, and then I would get work, and then I could give money, or it's one thing or another. It's not necessarily always the same like gift, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, we did the money mindset. I did that twice even, and I saw a big shift in myself. And the money frequency that I have today, I recently set a challenge on social media where it's saying I'm gonna make the number is $399,847 per month. This is how I'm gonna do it. And it started with $0 at the time. I didn't have much money, so I was like, cool, I'm gonna take people along with that in the journey. and
Good.
tell them my wins, tell them my failures. But yeah, it was really transformational for me. Yeah, I guess what for you helped alchemize that course, helped to create that course.
I learned a lot of things about money and
Yeah,
the nature of money because I
yeah,
was a millionaire multiple times in my life. I was homeless once, and I figured that I that's the thing. I I went outside the wilderness, gather wisdom, and I bring it to my people. I can't hold back information. I needed people to know this information. And what got me there is just the journey of life, businesses that I had, books that I've read. So I combined everything and I put it in a program and I just repackaged it in very nicely. I think the production was pretty nice as well. And I said,
yeah,
okay, let's just bring it to people and help them with that. Just help them with that. And the blessings are coming all the
right.
time.
Yeah, and you gave it away. That was a blessing for me.
Yeah.
I know that we were in that group together, but that was a beautiful gift around. I think it was a little Christmas gift.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
So you promote a lot with content. You promote a lot on social media. Is there any other way that you found has been really supporting your services? And
Just be
your people?
authentic, just being authentic and actually walk the walk. And tell people, listen, I will never tell you what to do. I would say, don't do as I say, do as I do. And I really believe that my state of mind goes like this. If all the men in the world were like me, how would the world look like? How the dating scene would look like? How business would look like? I was like, oh my God, that would be amazing. Like, not lustful, respectful for women, monogamous, loyal, waiting until marriage, okay? On his mission 24, 20, 27, you know? Just all of this stuff, I said, that would be amazing.
27.
20 hours a day, like 20 hours, 7 days. I don't really take days off. Now I'm being forced to take one day off because this is what the Bible say. You work 6 days of labor, 1 day rest. I force myself to take day off. I don't like it, but I need to force myself to do that. And yeah,
That's the feminine side, right? That's the side where we get to receive and like restore. And I know it's not always so easy, especially for men like myself as well, like to actually take consistent time out where I can go in within myself, or I can go and connect with nature,
Yeah.
and let go of what isn't serving me, so that I can be a greater, like, let's say, container for supporting people, for bringing in money, etc., etc. So yeah, I hear that. Forcing yourself to do something that's like actually the opposite of force.
Yeah. Just being the example. When you are the example of a stand-up man, everything will be fine. You cannot, it's impossible, and I'm going to tell you, it's impossible to be broke if you're disciplined. It's impossible. God will never allow you to be broke if you're disciplined. It's impossible. I've never seen a person diligent and dedicated and really doing his best and is broke. And the 30 days challenge that I told you about, it's not even challenge, it's 30 days that it's a must do it at least 4 times in a year.
Wow.
Yeah, when you do that, it shows it's discipline.
Yeah.
And you becoming a really, really good man. And another thing in these 30 days that I do also with my people is every day, ask yourself, make a regret list. What are you regret doing or not doing today? And after you write it down, you're going to promise to yourself that tomorrow it's not going to be on the list again. And when you leave even 7 days with no regrets, this is where you start realizing, this is when you start saying, okay, then you move on to the next step. It's not about regret. Now it's about how can I push myself even more. Sometimes I record a video at 11, 12 at night. And I said to myself, wouldn't it be awesome to record the video at 11 when I wake up at 4, it's like, wow, this is supernatural. I said, there you go. Do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So go home and write down your regrets from the day for 7 days. And when you're done with all your regrets, when you feel like you're not living in that state of regret at the end of the day, cool. The
Yeah.
next step?
Yeah. And yeah, the next step is just push yourself. And I hear people sometimes say, like, you are your only competition. Or nobody, I don't compete with no one. And this is not the truth. At the beginning of of a masculine man, at the beginning of the journey of a masculine man towards his masculinity, at the beginning, he is his only competition.
Right, right.
That's true, at the beginning. But once you are no longer the problem, everybody else that conquer themselves become a competition. I'm going to say it one more time because it was a little bit hard to understand. When you start your journey, you try to conquer yourself
Yeah.
because you are the problem, right? You're the problem. It's your addiction with pornography, alcohol, or whatever, oversleeping, overeating, over binging, whatever it is.
Just a crap job, you know, all
Yeah.
these things.
So at the beginning, you are the problem.
Yeah.
Once you overcome yourself, so you are no longer the problem, then your match, the people that are no longer the problem for themselves as well, this is your competition. And you try to be better than them. There is another breakup in a relationship coach. He posts once every 5 days. And I'm like, I'm beating you. I'm beating you. And then there was another one posted every day. I'm like, I'm going to post twice a day. You know? Because I see them. He's a competition.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's good. When people say nobody compete with me, my blessings is fine. Fine. But this is a cupcake thinking. And I'm in my world, it's like, I'm not gonna do this to crush you, but I will do this to become the best version of myself.
That's the key here.
Yeah, it's not the intention is not to crush.
Hatred, or it's not out of resentment, or doing anything because you want to really be like better than someone. It's because you want to be better for yourself and better for your mission, right?
Yeah, and opponents bring out the best in you. You can't play tennis by yourself and get better.
Yeah, unless
You need
play a
someone.
role. Cool.
It's like it's always constant push. It's a constant push. This keeps you alive.
Cool, yeah. How do you stay consistent with all of that?
Let's talk about what's the alternative. What would I do? Sit and watch TV?
And do nothing. So it's that you've managed to block out your time so that it's a focus for you every day to film. Are you filming every day?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And are you ever like a few days ahead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a bit of a schedule.
Yeah, now I have like 7 videos that I recorded that needs to be edited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So there's like a little bit of leeway, but you're still showing up every day. You're editing your own stuff?
No, not anymore.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
That's the...
It's minimal editing, but still, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
So, and do you find that I see that you're very embodied in what you do in your work, and you've had a lot of experience. Do you find that you need much like scripting, prompting, or is it just that, cool, I've got an idea and it flows?
No, I need scripting. Like I don't read a script, but I do have my iPad and I have bullet points. It keeps me on point and it keeps because I'm teaching. Sometimes I will go on the top of my head, but most times when you teach, it's important to have bullet points and to have structure. As an entrepreneur, masculine entrepreneur, you need to give. Don't ask. You will receive, but you need to give. You need to prove your value. And that's it. I never DM people for business, for nothing. People come to me. Because of the person I became, they come to me. I will not ask someone, do you need help? No. I proved myself to show you that I can help you with this, and that. The beautiful thing about YouTube is that people are choosing to consume this information. So they consume this information, and if you're good enough, they will hire you. There's no magic there, but they will hire you if you really walk the walk. It's so simple, but it takes time. It takes time to walk the walk. The walk is long. The walk is painful. The walk is daily.
I love it, bro. There's so much gold
Yeah.
in this, Mr.
Yeah.
Goldman. That's you got the perfect name to attract what you are calling in.
Yeah.
So thank you for showing up for us and
Thank you.
showing up for all the men that have been going through suffering and helping them reframe that. And yeah, coming here today on this podcast.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you. Yeah, it's a pleasure. All right.
Thank you so much, brother.
It's a
That's good
pleasure.
stuff.
Yeah.